Hello, coaches. Welcome to Prime Brief. Oh, this week we've got some good stuff to talk about. How are you doing, Elias?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, today I thought that it would be important for us to talk about recordings for certification. It's a big deal. I even have like a blog post that I wrote a few years ago called the Elusive recordings. Oh my gosh, how do we get a good recording for assessment? What are your thoughts, Amy?
Oh, I have lots of them. But I'll actually talk about something that occurred this week in one of our classes. And that's we were doing a learning lab coaching sessions, practicing. And one of our students did a great coaching session. It was really well done. And at the end of kind of deconstructing that, one of the students asked me, well, that would be the kind of recording you'd want to send in for assessment, right? And I said, wrong. No. And everybody looked shocked. And what I think we need to address here today is like, what does make a good recording to submit? And my reasoning with the class was where it was a very effective, well done coaching session, it didn't showcase the full scope of that person's abilities and knowledge about coaching. And that's one of the things we want to do is to give our very best forward and showcase what we know and what we're capable of as a coach. What do you think, Elias?
That's a major point that we need to keep in mind because we need to realize that when the assessor is listening to that recording, the assessor does not know who you are, your background, what you did, what you didn't do, what kind of training you have. The assessor only has a little window into who you are as a coach based on that recording. So there are some expectations from that assessor and from the community at large. If we are going to grant you that level of certification, do you know, are you aware of the skills for that particular level of certification? So if you are at ACC, are you aware and are you able to demonstrate enough skills in an ACC level recording? Are you able to, in a PCC, are you able to demonstrate the skills that we believe that a PCC level coach needs to have? So that recording is not just a question that it's a great session, but that recording needs to have a sample, has to be a sample of your full capability as a coach. And that is what is tricky for us to understand, because oftentimes when we are with a coach, with a client, we make decisions of where we are going to go, certain things that we're going to do, or how we are going to handle that recording that perhaps doesn't have the full range of our skills. Yes, even though that recording was wonderful, it does not have a sample of who you are as a coach and all of your skills. So we need a recording that has the full range of your skills. Make sense?
Absolutely. And not only a demonstration of, hey, I know the skill and it appears in the coaching session, but there needs to be a level of quality in the execution of that skill. And there's no mystery behind that, because we all know there are certain times we go through sessions where we don't get the opportunity to ask really great in-depth questions. It may be that the client's wanting something more superficial, maybe more transactional. Might be they ask from the client, and we need to tend to what the client wants, right, in the session. So the quality of our questions might be different. And so that's one of the other elements, not only just to showcase the skills, but the quality of those skills.
This is a great point, because as an assessor myself, when I am listening to a recording and you clearly see that the coach is simply checking the bars and checking the markers, there is no quality behind it. There is no presence. There is no trust and safety. There is no humanity happening between coach and client. So that will impact how the assessor is going to assess that session. So it's important to showcase the full scope of skills, not just check the bars, right? Not just check the markers, but the full scope of a coaching conversation.
Well, I bet everybody listening to this is going, gosh, I wish I just knew more about that. And we have an opportunity for everyone to find out more about it, because we have a prime event coming up February 26th called the Assessor's Chair, where we'll all sit in the Assessor's Chair and we will review a recorded coaching session together. And hopefully this will give you a better understanding through the lens of two well-seasoned assessors, you and I, Elias. I don't even know how many years combined we have of assessing coaches for certification. But this will give everybody an opportunity to kind of walk through that process as we do as assessors.
Fantastic. So we are looking forward to everyone joining us on February 26th. Go to www.primecoachingacademy.com, and right on the top of the extra, you're going to see Prime Event, where you can register for this program. And we are going to have a beautiful conversation with everybody.
Hey, have a great week, everyone. And hopefully we'll see you at our next Prime event or some of the other things we have going on at Prime Coaching Academy. Have a great week.